Okay, here we go, Thursday morning, and this is a little detour, a little bit different thing we're doing today. I'm on a sabbatical from my main larger size 0 DTE trade, but I'm starting a group in a couple weeks, and so I have a small account that I've put together for the group. And one of the potential issues with having an account size, a small account size under $25,000, is the pattern day trading rule. I can't remember the exact all the rules, but basically it's you can't open and close positions on the same day within a 5-day period, or you can only do 3 of them that you can do without getting your account locked up or getting into some serious trouble or going to jail or something like that. And the way that I understand it, the definition of a day trade for the PDT rule is the open and close of the same position on the same day. I believe that the rules are something like you can only do that 3 times within a 5-day period. So if you have an account under 25,000, you're unable to open and close these 0 DTE trades like we do every day of the week. You have to either stage them out, like go every other day, so you're only trading 2 or 3 days out of the week, or you can apply what we're going to look at in this video, which is what I'm calling the PDT killer, or maybe that's too aggressive, the PDT pass, the PDT cheat code. Anyway, it's a way to open and close these positions on a daily basis without triggering that PDT rule. So I'm getting ready to put a trade on right now. This will be a test trade. This is the smaller account that I've opened up that I'll be using for my 0 DTE group project, which is starting in a couple weeks, because a couple of the guys in the group have accounts that are smaller than 25K. So I created this small account here that I'll be using with that 0 DTE group. And because I've never used this specific strategy before to try to bypass that PDT thing, I'm going to put a trade on today where I'm going to test it. And I don't want to show exactly what I'm doing until I confirm that it actually works, because I just want to verify that this is legit and that this actually works and it's not going to cause any issues. I will show it, but right now I just want to verify that this is legit and this really works. I just don't want to be throwing out like bad info out there and have somebody misunderstand and go try to use it, and then if it turns out wrong, it's just this whole big mess. But what I will do, if everything works out on this and everything looks cool after the market closes tonight and tomorrow morning when it opens back up, if everything's cool and legit and it actually works, then I'll make another video where I just detail and show and explain step by step the whole thing. So the plan here is put this trade on live. This is a real money account. Put this trade on and then attempt to use this magic trick that allows you to open and close positions on the same day in a small account and just bypass that whole PDT problem. So I'm going to do that in this video. I'm going to put the trade on. I'm just going to play it real time throughout the duration of the trade, and then I'll close it out for either a profit or loss. But I'll use that new method, that magic trick method, which will allow all of us in the group to trade a small account and put on trades every day, so we don't have to worry about the whole PDT thing. And as you can see, we have under $25,000 in this account. And right here where it says day trades left is 3. So this is going to be a test video where I'm going to open up a 0 DTE trade and then I'm going to close it down same day. And so what the test entails is, let's watch this number here where it says day trades left. We have 3 right now. And then after I open and shut down this trade today, we'll check that number and see if it's 3. If all goes as planned, there'll be 3. And if it is 3 after we shut this down, then we're home free, meaning that we now have a way to trade this 0 DTE strategy on a daily basis in a small account without triggering the PDT rule. So we can trade 5 days out of the week instead of just 2 or 3. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put this trade on right now. This is just a test trade to illustrate and test this concept, make sure that it works. So you can see I have a trade down here I'm going to put on. I'm going to set this up to go right now. I'm going to go try to get filled at 80 on this. Just one contract. Go to my monitor tab. Let's see it working there. So I'm asking 80, showing 77, 70. Come on now. But this will be a great tool we can utilize. So no more worries about that darn PDT, pattern day trading rule, with the small account. We can have an account under $25,000 and we can open and shut down a trade, lock in our profit without violating that PDT rule. So we have no worries of getting shut down. We can do this every day of the week instead of just 2 or 3. We're trying to come up with some fancy finagled schedule where we're just trying to make sure that we only do 3 within a 5-day period. Instead of all that garbage, we'll be home free. So I just need to get filled on this guy to illustrate and prove this theory that this PDT killer strategy really works. So again, I'm just sitting here waiting, hoping to get filled at 80. So, well, oh, there's 77. We may get it. Come on now. I guess while we're sitting here waiting, we can go over to my old standard, famous, or infamous royalty-free or copyright-free music playlist. And let's see if this can help us get filled here. We're trying to get filled at 80. It's showing 70. Oh, 67 now. Come on now. Let's put this music on and see if it helps us out. Is it helping? Doesn't look like it. Let's see what else we have to work with here. Let's go back to our... So I have two of them staged out here. This one we can get... If we come in 5 points closer, I can get $1.05. I just don't know if I want to get that close yet. Doesn't look like we're doing too good here. I think I'm gonna switch this out and go in a little bit. Come in by 5 points. Let's come in here, see if we can get, what do we can get here? $1? So I'm going to cancel that one out. We'll come in here by, so that's showing $1. I'm trying to get $1 on this. There we go. So let me pause this music here and set this up. So we just got filled on that one at $1. So our day trades say 3 right now because we've only opened a position. We haven't closed it. I believe that a day trade, the definition of a day trade for this is opening and closing the exact same position, which we want to do, but we don't want to get dinged with the PDT rule. So that's what this whole test is about. So let's go to the Analyze tab. Let's lock in $1. Here's our trade. Okay. So now this is where the magic happens, or we'll see if the magic happens. This is a test trade. So there's our trade. I'm going to automatically set my exit order like I normally do. So I'm going to say Analyze Opposite Trade. And this is where the magic happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change these. This is the exit order, or the so-called exit order, the magic order. And I'm going to change those. And you can see up here what that does is just it creates this flat line. It just locks in wherever the current profit or loss is right now. And so then what I want to do is I want to adjust this price right here. I'm going to adjust this price at what I need to make my $50. So to do that, I brought in $1. And in order to get my profit of 50, so I'm going to say create duplicate order. And I'm just going to let that sit out there and wait like I would do with a buyback order normally. I'm just going to put this out there to wait and get filled when it hits that price. I'm going to check on it, make sure it's working there. There it is. We're looking good. There's our trade. Now I'm just going to go back to this, monitor this thing, just watch it as it goes into a profit or loss, and then we'll just wait to see how this thing works out. And while we're waiting, we'll go back to the tired old music list, the trading playlist. Here we go. All right. 2 knocks for good luck, and we're off. Okay, so I'm gonna pull the plug on this trade. This is just, it's becoming a yawn fest. It's just dragging on and on and on. And all I'm really needing to do is just test this theory to see if this is going to use up one of my day trades or not. So what I'm going to do here is, let's see if I'm going to change the exit. Let's see if I can get out here. So I'm just going to replace the exit order and just see if I can get out for a little bit of a profit on this. A little bit of a profit or even break even. I just want to get this transaction done so I can prove my theory, my PDT killer theory. Okay, so there we go. There it went. All right, so let's check this out. So it still says 3. Day trades left 3. So it looks like it hasn't taken that. It looks like it hasn't used up that day trade. So it looks like I'm all clear there. Let's come over here. And let's check this out. So check it out. We made $5. That's about 2 or 3 bean burritos, maybe just 2. So we made $5 on that, but so at least we made something. We'll be able to get a couple bean burritos for lunch. But the main thing I wanted to do is just complete that transaction. So you can see this is now, this trade is shut down, and it's like we have $5 locked in. And up here, we still have 3 days trades left. So that's all looking good. So the last part of this, just to confirm, is to maybe look at this after the market closes, see if anything changes, make sure I still have 3 left in there. And then the last part would be tomorrow morning after the market opens, just to take a look in here and just make sure there's 3 day trades left, that it still says 3. And if it is, it's all good. We're all good to go. So I don't want to throw what I'm doing here out into the wild at this second, because I want to confirm that this is actually doing what I think it's going to do and that it's actually legit. And I don't want to like steer anybody down the wrong path by showing them what I did yet. But if everything looks good tomorrow morning, I'll make another video where I show you exactly what I did, exactly how to do this. And what's really cool is that this is just kind of the tip of the iceberg with this thing, with this method. For example, well, you can take trades, like for example, say income trade that you may have on, like we're like a 112, 111, iron condor, credit spread. You can do this tweak, this cool little tweak to it, or a combination of tweaks, and create positions like this where the whole thing, everything's completely above the zero line. You're locking in profits, like in this example, I'm locking in $1,000 all the way to 0 and all the way up. And in this middle section here, no matter if it lands anywhere in that area, it's going to give me $1,000. But you can create these additional little like lottery ticket tints where, again, no matter what happens, you're going to make at least 1,000. But if it lands inside this tent, you can make up to 6,000 anywhere in that area there. Or if it lands in this tent, you can make up to 11,050. And then just think if you could create a couple of these and you could stage them out so that you would have one like this, but then you could create another one with that are staged up a little bit, so you have another big tent here and another smaller tent here, and maybe even a third one. You can just kind of like lay these out like profit bombs, just kind of scattered all the way through, and then which will increase the likelihood of the SPX landing in one of these tents where you can get like the bigger payout, because you'll have multiple towers, profit towers like this, just staged here, staged here, staged here, staged here, staged here, like that. You could potentially just like fill up this whole wide area with these profit towers or profit tents. And again, that would just really significantly increase of landing in one of them and getting a bigger payout. But again, worst case scenario is that you're going to at least make 1,050, whether it flies up to the moon or goes down to 0. So this is a new concept I'm just working with. And again, with the 0DTE trade, let's just check back in tomorrow and just confirm that it hasn't dinged us on these day trades left, that we still have 3, and that I was able to basically do the same thing as open and close a position, lock in my gains, grab my profit using a similar methodology to this. And if it all looks legit and good to go, I'll just create a video showing you exactly what I did to close that trade and how you can use it. All right, if you'd like to learn more about this way of trading, just make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. And also be sure to join me on my website. I'll leave a link to my website in the description below. Head on over there, sign up for my free email newsletter. And then when you do that, you'll get a welcome email sent to you. Just reply back to that welcome email. I'll get back to you and we'll go from there. All right, that's it for this one. See you next time.